Hello everyone and welcome back yet again to another daily update video. My name is CryptoStash and I hope you're having an amazing weekend. Currently it is Saturday and let's get right to the charts. As you can see right now for Bitcoin, yesterday we did hit 93k, but after this the price got rejected from this very important level right here that I have been talking about ever since Bitcoin was trading around the weekly pivot and consolidating. I was talking about if Bitcoin price breaks above the weekly pivot, which it did right here, as you can see. Basically, you can see we were consolidating, and then price, once we saw a 4-hourly candle break above it, then we went up and tested this key level right here. But yesterday we got a very hard rejection. Basically, price, once it touched this price, you can see it rejected almost immediately. You can see we don't have a single candle body closure above this level right here. So it is very possible that price just continues to range right here during the weekend, or we go down to test the weekly pivot once again. But in my opinion right now the most obvious scenario would be a range basically around this level, and then once the new week starts we are going to be seeing some volatility happening in the markets. Basically we do have in about 1 day and 10 hours new monthly plus new weekly candle, which of course is going to be very interesting to see. As you can see, yesterday one of the reasons we dropped was we had a bearish divergence form right here. You can see on our RSI indicator we had a bear div form right here and price got rejected. Basically on the higher time frames, the indicators after this move, this may seem like a small move to you, but from the bottom this is a 15% of a move towards the upside, as you can see. And right now the daily RSI indicator is right about hitting this 50 line right here. So as you can see, the indicators got a nice reset. The weekly indicator also looking to curve up potentially a bit, get a nice reset coming into the next week for more than potential downside. Of course, we do have a lot of time until we get in this overbought territory like we were before. If we look at Ethereum, you can see Ethereum almost did hit that weekly R1. I was talking about this level and actually the higher level, which was around 3250. But as you can see, once Bitcoin started showing this weakness, of course Ethereum and the other altcoins are following it. You can see right here we are right now from this high down around 3.5%. Solana is also down significantly from this very important level that I told you about, this POC, macro POC level right here that I have marked out. You can see price basically rejected from this level perfectly. Right here, as you can see, we failed to close a candle above, and right now the price is down around 5%, so still we are in a heavy downtrend. So it is very possible that we continue and Solana will get a retest of this value area low, and then potentially if we lose this level we might go and sweep the lows right here from back in April, basically the tariff crash. It is very possible that this happens. For Solana that would be excuse me, another 30% move towards the downside, which would not be much considering the high volatility in the markets right now. And of course, if Bitcoin decides to drop towards 74 to sweep the lows back from April, I don't see what is stopping the altcoins from absolutely dumping to very hard basically towards their April bottoms as well. You can see for Bitcoin that would be another 80% of a move. and if measured from the all-time high, that would be a 41% correction, so that would be a lot. And in my opinion, right here at this level would be a good spot accumulation. Basically, it would be a nice spot buy to DCA into some spot holdings. Of course, this is not a financial advice. There is also the possibility that we go lower back in the 2024 range to take out this low. Anything is possible right now, but of course we do not talk about those levels until price starts breaking further down. So for right now we are just focusing on the current trend. Of course, HYPE right now trading at $34. You can see we did have a very significant drop below the value area low right here of this range that we had, and we did actually recover and got back into it. But right now price is trading, as you can see, right around the weekly pivot. And if we look at the Bitcoin dominance is right now finding support right here, starting to potentially rise again, which would also have a significantly big impact, as I said, on most of the altcoins. You can see SUI is just 60% away from this liquidation week that we had during October. So let's look some of the liquidations that we have for Bitcoin. You can see we do have liquidity sitting at the bottom. Right here we have significant liquidity piling up, basically around 83 to between 85 and 83k. We also do have liquidity to the low 80s, which basically we did week right around those levels right here. And right now price has liquidity sitting below, so a move of around 10% would not be surprising at all. As you can see, the fear and greed index, we are actually back as of yesterday in that fear zone. The sentiment got a bit of a reset, as you know, since the price did pump around 15%, so the sentiment is out of this extreme fear zone. We are gaining some confidence back right now in that fear. ETF inflows, I think on Friday we did actually got a positive number, but as you know, BlackRock still selling 130 million, but some of the other institutions, they did buy. Fidelity bought around 77 million, ARK bought around 88, so of course we do have a positive number overall, total, as you can see, of 71 million of inflows. The long versus shorts ratio as of today for the weekend is of course more sellers right now, since the sentiment is still bearish. We are still down significantly, around 28% from the all-time high. So this is completely normal. Funding rates, as you can see, remaining negative on some of the major exchanges. And let's see if we do have some important news for the next week. We do have on the 1st of December PMI. We do have Powell speaking on Tuesday. We do have PMI on Wednesday. On Thursday we have unemployments, and we have PCE on and inflation expectations on Friday. So we do have some very important news coming in the next week. So it would be a volatile week in my opinion. And so be careful trading, guys. And I think this covers it for this weekend update. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.